get. Surprised they didn't honk at me behind me. Figured I'd go live while I'm off today. Good morning. Figured I'd go live while I had a little time this morning. Just left from getting my allergy shots. Good times, good times. Good morning. Hope y'all are doing okay this morning. It's been storming here like crazy. It's finally quit for a little while. I just left from getting my allergy shots, and that's a lot of fun. And then I went to Walmart and spent more than I wanted to. I feel like I always do that when I go to Walmart. Go in for one thing, leave with 20 that cost $300. Good morning. Hope y'all are having a good day. I got a question. Do any of y'all work from home? And if so, what do you do? Because I don't work from home and I would really love to work from home. Um, with Sage coming, I really, Skylar works and Billy works. I don't want her being in the hands of anyone other than family. And I would like to be more available. So I would like to be able to find something from home. Um, and I know there's jobs out there. I just don't know how to find them. So if anybody could, kind of point me in the right direction, that would be great. Yeah, I know there's a lot of scams out there. That's why I'm saying, if anybody has a legit job from home, um, let me know. Yeah, you know, my daughter has been complaining about this teacher. She's sixth grade. And they have a teacher in their school. And this teacher, I'm not sure why she's still there. She, in the past 2 weeks, has thrown a chair across the room and hit a girl in the knee, grabbed a boy by his collar, and it to the point where it left marks on his neck. Cusses at the kids, and after the marks being left on the boy's neck, at the end of last week, we really thought she wouldn't be there this week, and then she texted me today, and she's like, "Hey, this teacher is still here." And I'm like, "What the fuck? Why is she still there? Like, what is she doing there?" And so, and I know there's a lot of horror stories with daycares, and I just, which my daughter can talk, so I know if anything happens, she can tell me. But when it comes to a baby, in daycares, I do not want her with anybody. I don't want Sage with anybody. So, Skylar has to work, like I said, Billy has to work, and I want to be available. So, me too, Lacey. The school definitely knows me by name and does not like me to see me come to the door. So um, I've already called up there this morning. There's a couple of people that at that school that my kids are not allowed to be in the room with already. And I guess I'll just add another name to the list because I don't mind wearing orange. I'll go to jail in a second, for my kids. I don't care. I don't care. And I don't mind showing my ass because my kids are in that building. It is scary. It's scary to leave them with anybody. I always got told when my kids were little that I thought I was better than everybody. No, I didn't. I never thought I was better, but I did think my kids were better. Because, all families have people in the family that just are not decent people. It is what it is. And there were certain people that I wouldn't let my kids go with. So, if I didn't think my kids need to be with you, they wouldn't go. And if that meant you thought I thought I was better, then oh well. That's you have that right to feel that way. But I did think my kids were better than a lot of people, and I wouldn't let them go. So my kids come before anybody, family or anybody. I don't care. But daycares, they hire anybody, and since COVID, hardly any businesses drug test anymore. And I don't know. Background checks don't show mental stability. Like they don't. You can pass a background check and be mentally unstable. So, and can pass a back check, that don't mean anything. You just been lucky and haven't been caught doing anything. So I just really want, with the world we live in today, I just don't want her in the hands of anybody other than family and family that we trust. Let me take that back. Family that we trust. So yeah, but other than that, everything's good. Pregnancy is flying by, y'all. Flying by. It's crazy how fast it's going. Skylar's getting round. It's I'm loving it. Um, Found out that a very good friend of mine, of course, it's a younger friend of mine, is pregnant, and she has the same thing that Skylar has, and so excited for her too. This will be her first baby, so there's just going to be babies everywhere, and I'm just absolutely here for it. Absolutely here for it. But I have been learning some craft stuff, so I'm gonna try maybe to open an Etsy shop. I did make my first tumbler the other day, but it wasn't a normal tumbler. It was a sippy cup. And I made it for the little girl that I've been keeping every now and then for my friend. And it turned out so cute, y'all. It turned out so cute. I'll have to show y'all. And I was so proud. It was the first one I ever done, and it turned out. And I couldn't have been more proud of myself, y'all, because I have not been crafty at all, but I've been learning. And I'm thinking about maybe I'm gonna look into Etsy because I don't know exactly how that works. But I made this little tumbler, and it's a little sippy cup, but it converts into a cup for kids that has the top with the sliding top, and you can put a straw in it as they grow. So it's a grow with me cup, and I put her name on it and some little princess stuff, and I was so excited how it turned out. And it took me forever to figure out how to make the picture, y'all. That was the hardest part. Printing it out and putting it on the cup and all that was so easy. But yeah, I made a sippy cup tumbler, and I was so proud of myself. So that was pretty exciting for the weekend. But yeah. So so I'm just trying to find any way I can to um I just really want to be home and be accessible, to where I can anytime they need me, I'm there. So just nothing's gonna happen to her if I got anything to say about it. She's gonna be always in the hands of somebody who's gonna love her. I did get a cricket, yes, I did, and and if you ask me what kind it is, I'm not gonna be able to tell you because um, I have Instagram. You can message me there or on Facebook. I have Facebook, and it's Gail Bland also. So either one of those you want to message me on is fine, Tammy. But I did get a cricket. I want to say it's a Cricket Explorer. The newer one they have, the Maker, whatever, it was so expensive. I could not give that kind of money for that. So I think I got the Explorer. It was like $200 cheaper than the other one. But it's nice. I love it. I've printed out a few things on it. Cut a few stickers. I put a sticker on my husband's truck. And I really like it. I'm fixing to make a couple shirts for the kids. See, we've always had stuff at the school, and they always have to have these shirts, and it's like, Skylar stays so busy, she never has time. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get one. So when something pops up at school, we can make it. And it'd just be a lot easier to have one right there where we can do it. So that was my main reason for getting it. Then I was like, you know what? I'm wanting to work from home and try to make some money because I can't afford not to work. And I need a job from home, but I know jobs at home won't pay as much as what I make now. So I need to make some little money on the side. And I thought, well, if I could figure out something to make a little extra money along with a job, that would be good. If I could learn some things to do, maybe um, look at Etsy or something like that where that you can make some things. So I'm going to try maybe do a couple flea markets or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I've been dabbling in resin and sublimation t-shirts and the Cricut vinyl t-shirts, and I made that tumbler, and I've got some bigger tumblers I'm gonna make, and just see how they turn out and which one I can do the best at. We'll find out. But yeah, so I don't know. I know that I want to be there. I want to be a very involved grandmother, and I don't want to be working and miss out on everything. So I I love my family, and I want to be there as much as possible and not miss out on anything with her at all. I want to be involved in every first she has, every first step, every first word, every first everything. So good morning, good morning, good morning. So I guess we'll find out. I don't have a really long to get it figured out, and you know, hopefully I can work some magic and get it figured out. Medical coding, but you have to go to school for that, right? You have to go to school for medical coding. Y'all, I'm a frappe junkie. Like, I don't get them a lot, but because I don't, my ride to work is literally a straight shot and there's nothing around. But when I go to Dixon for my shot, I get me one. And from Monday to Monday, literally, all I drink is water and a small glass of chocolate milk in the morning. And so when I go get a frappe, I'm like so excited and everybody's like, oh, I like coffee. You don't like coffee? I don't like coffee at all. And come on, frappes are not coffee. They're not coffee. It is like a reason to have ice cream in the morning. It's all it is. It's not a coffee. It's not. It's just a reason to have a ice cream with a fancy name, with a hint of a coffee taste, just to make you think you're doing something good. You're not, having ice cream in the morning. So we'll call it a frappe and we'll say it's coffee because I don't like coffee. But I love me some frappes. It makes you not feel guilty if you say, I'm having a frozen coffee rather than I'm having ice cream in the morning. Because that's really what you're doing, is having ice cream in the morning. And then you don't feel so guilty. But everybody knows I don't like coffee, so. I have to look into that, Tammy, because, yeah, I'll have to look into that. I didn't know that. It's definitely not a coffee, Grammy. It's definitely not a coffee. I love the smell of coffee, but I absolutely cannot drink it. My daddy used to say he'd drink coffee in the morning. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. My daddy would have about this much coffee in his coffee cup and the rest creamer and sugar. He had the blondest coffee I've ever seen in my life. And his coffee tasted good. I did drink his coffee when I was little because literally he would have this much coffee and the rest creamer and sugar. And so it didn't taste like coffee. I mean it was literally creamer and sugar. So But my mama drinks straight black coffee. My husband drinks straight black, and that just is so gross to me. I don't know how they do it. I don't know. Straight black. And my husband likes the strongest coffee in the world, and it tastes like dirt. Like I don't know, but my daddy's coffee was sweet and creamy with just a hint of coffee flavor, so I could drink his. But I tell you, if you get some hazelnut creamer, and get you a glass of milk and add a little hazelnut creamer to it, that tastes really good too. Add that to your milk because I love white milk. I drink a lot of I like drink chocolate milk in the morning, but I love really cold white milk. It's good. So, and I was buying 2% milk, but my husband's like, I want whole milk, and now I can't go back to 2% milk. He's done ruined me on 2% milk, so now I have to drink whole milk. Caramel mocha creamer. I bet that's really good. My kids were making their my kids like coffee. Well, they say they like coffee. But let me take that back. They say they like coffee, but they were buying this Peak iced coffee in a I think it was Peak in a jug you buy it. Um and they were taking creamer, of course it was mainly creamer, and mixing with this Peak coffee and making iced coffee. And they were drinking that for a while, but then I guess they got burnt out on it. Now they have Stanley cups and they get water because, of course, they think they're bougie because of Stanley cup. For some reason, Stanleys are in now, and they drink water with flavor in it. So I guess that's the in thing now. They wanted that for Christmas, so they got a Stanley cup for Christmas. Me, I would have never asked for a Stanley cup for Christmas. I would have never asked for a cup for Christmas ever. Kind of kid asked for a cup for Christmas? Some of the stuff they ask for now just blows my mind. But yeah, 2% milk is definitely like water. And I didn't realize it because I bought it for years. I bought it for years and years. And then he's like, I want whole milk. And I got that. And now I can't go back. I can't, I'm waiting for my goats to get to where they can have babies, which they should be able to this fall because I really want to try goat's milk because everybody says it's so much better for you. And I want to make some cheese out of it. So I really am waiting for them because once they have babies, um, if they only have one, they'll have too much milk. So you have to milk them so they don't, fill up and stay hurt. Things can happen. So you have to milk them a little bit. And I really want to try to make some goat cheese. I have been reading up and I have recipes and stuff to make it with, but they say that goat milk is really good for you. Um, I just want to try. I know you have to strain it and all this stuff, um, but I'm interested to try. I've never milked a goat, so that's going to be fun. I'm definitely going to film it when I do it because I'm sure that it's going to be quite the um, quite the scene there for me to try to milk a goat. But I'm in the process of building a milk stand because I've got to have one to trim their feet anyway. So it's going to be definitely going to be something else when I go to milk these goats. So hopefully they will not be mean to me, but who knows? My little boy, he's just not growing, bless his heart. He's so tiny. But he's half pygmy, so I don't think he's going to grow very much anyway. Um, but I love my goats, y'all. They're so much fun. If you get you a milk cow, I want a cow. See, now we're fixing our house up, and we've been fixing it up for about 6 or 8 months now. Because we work all the time, it's definitely not going to happen overnight. We're definitely trying to fix it up, but we work, so the only time we have is on weekends. And now that my husband's back is hurt, it's definitely slowed the process down of fixing our house up. Because we do live in a double wide, so We're trying to fix it up, but prices in our area have skyrocketed. So the price of my house that I paid for it has almost doubled. Um, so we want to sell it and get more land because I am an animal fanatic and I need more land because what I want, this is just not enough. Um, so we want to sell it and we're in the process of fixing it up. Of course, it's not bad. We just want to add more, you know, look to it. So when someone gets it, they'll be like, oh, it's worth, what the price is. And I want more land for animals. And plus, our neighbor has dogs, and I won't be able to have any kind of bird animal here like chickens, turkeys, ducks because they can fly over my fence and his dogs will kill them every single time. I definitely won't forget llamas because I am definitely getting one or two. So I can't have them here. So we're definitely going to move to a spot where we're kind of secluded on our own, and where I can have things like that. So once we get the house fixed up, once my husband's back is all better, um, we're definitely gonna get out here. We were gonna do it this winter, this coming up winter, but with his back like it is and all the stuff we're fixing to have to do for him, it's probably more than likely gonna be next winter now. So it's probably gonna be a year later than what we thought. But after that, I'm definitely I want to raise my own food. I want to raise chickens, turkeys, cows, pigs for our own food because right now um I buy a cow and have it processed and that's what's in my freezer. I buy a pig and I have it processed and that's what's in my freezer. I haven't been able to find anybody who does chickens. Um I know I can go somewhere and buy them, but I don't. I'd rather get them from somebody who I know raises them and processes the and take them and get them processed. I don't want to just go to some store and buy fresh. Oh, this is organic fresh. Well, I don't want to buy them from some farmer who raises them and either processes them themselves, or I can take them and get them processed. And I haven't been able to find anybody yet. But I buy smoked sausage every winter, and I absolutely love it. Like, once you eat fresh meat raised on a farm, fresh smoked sausage, you don't want it from a store. Like, you don't. And people always think, oh, you have to have money to be able to buy that, or it's so expensive. It's not. It's not expensive because for the whole cow, processing and all, I pay less per pound for all that meat. It's just all at once. And same for the pork, and same for the sausage. The sausage is cheaper. But I it's just coming up with the money all at once. So we have to save up and save up for it, and we get it all at once. Of course, that saves on our grocery bill, and it's so much healthier. It's not pumped full of stuff. Um, I just feel like the meat is leaner. There's not and it's a different color. The hamburger meat's a different color. All of it's so darker. It's not full of water. When you cook your hamburger, it's not all this grease and all this junk in the pan. It's literally just hamburger. I mean, the steaks are wonderful looking. The roast looks great. You can get stew meat. You can get whatever you want. It's so nice. And the taste is different. I can't explain it. The taste is so much different. I think that's my trash guy trying to get in my driveway to pick up my trash. But the taste is different. So it it's just got, I don't know. I can't explain it. And once you eat it, and you can't go back. Like, I had bought after I ran out of the cow, we bought like a half of a cow one time. And a huge mistake because we ran out. There are 5 people in here and I got 3 kids that are growing and they eat a lot. And we bought half a cow and it it ran out a lot quicker than I thought it was going to, and I had to go get some hamburger meat at the store, and it just stuff just didn't taste as good. It just wasn't as good. So, never bought half again. I bought a whole after that, but it is pricey, in a lump sum, but it's cheaper in the long run. So, but yeah, It's definitely worth it, and it's so much better for you. It's so much better for you, and the taste is amazing. It's like it's so good. I have a cousin, and they raise them, and that's where we get it from, and it's so good. So, um, but yeah, I'm gonna get off here. I gotta unload all these groceries, but nobody's here, so yay me! And I'm a one trip bitch, so I got both my hands. But anyway, you guys have a great day. I'll try to get back on here later. Yeah, if you're lucky if it's 70% because it's oh Tammy, I've met some really great people on here and people don't understand that. Um some really, really nice people and it's people just you can meet people on here and people think, "Oh, you don't know them, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what a pretty bluebird." Sorry, y'all. I get distracted so easy. That bluebird was absolutely beautiful. But you can meet some really good people on here and it doesn't have to be all fake. It can be really genuine people and it is for me and I've made some really, really wonderful connections on here. And I'm glad I came on here because of those connections. It's just really nice. Um but yeah, I have met a couple, have talked to a few outside of here, and it's just really been great. There are some really good people, and I just feel like, people say, well, I'm not who I am on here is not who I am in real life. Well, that's sad for you. I hate that you get on here and you can't be who you are. It's if you're fake on here, then that's something wrong with you, because I feel like you should be who you are all the time. I don't think you should be on here and play some character because that's sad to me. Um, with me, what you see is what you get. Like I just don't have fake in me. Um, I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be. Have I done wrong things? Of course I have. Has my life been perfect? Of course it hasn't. I don't think anybody's has. Um, I don't get on here and claim to be something that I'm not either. I mean, everybody's got faults, everybody's got things, but I'm not gonna get on here and play some role just to get people to like me either. You either do or you don't. It is what it is. If you hear something about me and you want to know if it's true, all you gotta do is ask because I'll tell you. Um, I'm I have no reason to lie about it. Like I don't. A lot of things have been said about me, and I haven't had one person ask me, "Is it true?" I'm not going to answer to some people on here because they don't deserve for me to answer to them. But if somebody I like on here asks me a question, I'm going to answer you. Like I'm going to. But I don't have to explain myself to nobody. And I never have and I never will. I don't think anybody should explain themselves to anybody. And anybody is welcome to come play with me and my animals. Anybody. Um, anybody. I made that post about I made that video about my sister the other day, coming on there and saying that she forgives me, and wasn't sad. I wasn't sad in that video. I'm so confused. I'm Everybody's like, oh, don't let it get to you. I wasn't sad. It confuses me. The delusion of some people just confuses me. Some people are so delusional. It's like it just makes no sense to me. Y'all, I have some of the most beautiful birds in my yard right now. I don't even have a bird feeder out here. I feed the hummingbirds. I guess I need to get a bird feeder because there's a whippoorwill, a red bird, and a bluebird, and then I think my daddy always called them barn swallows. I don't know what the real name of them is, but they're the birds that go inside barns and make nests, and they'll dart at you if you get anywhere near them. But they're all out here right now, and they are so pretty. They're just hanging out on my barn. But I'm sorry, I get so sidetracked by stuff I see. I'm just I don't know, maybe ADHD, I don't know, maybe that's where Billy gets it from. But anyway, yeah, I just don't I'm just the delusional people on here that blindly follow these people and believe things. Just I don't know. Definitely squirrel brain. Definitely, that's me. But they're like all flying out here at once while I'm talking, and I'm like, oh my god, they're so pretty. These birds are so pretty, and they're just sitting there watching me. Yeah, I don't know where she just came out of nowhere, and then when I was like, "For what do you forgive me for?" Like, "What?" And then she was gone. Like, of course she's gone. She just wanted to come on there and be like, "You haven't been around for 15 years." And I'm trying to figure out, like, is it 10? Is it 12? Is it 15? Because I've heard all 3 numbers so far. I just really need to know how long it's been because I don't know how long it's been because I feel like I was there and then, to hear I wasn't there. So I don't know. I guess I was there, but I wasn't there. Yeah, bird feeders. I had a feeder out here for the squirrels, and I don't know where it went. Because we have a lot of squirrels too. It had to be like for show blue. I was like, she came in there and was like, "I love you, I forgive you. You don't have a good relationship with your kids." And I'm like, "What the fuck is she talking about?" Because I have a good relationship with my kids, and I haven't been around, but y'all, I don't even have to show pictures. I've been there. I've been in my family's life. Like I've been there. And, you know, she was there in the courtroom, her, my mom, and my brother, when I adopted my kids. It's like, and that hasn't been that long ago. So what are you talking about? Like we had Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter and we haven't done it in a few years at my mom because my mom's getting older. And so she can say for a few years we haven't been around each other a lot, but then we all got together at the concert. But she's just, man, y'all, she's out there. She's out there, and I don't know. We used to sit and watch her videos, me and my kids, and secondhand embarrassment, honestly. It's bad when your young kids are watching her videos and they're like, "Oh my god, I just don't want anybody to know I know her," because the way she acted in the videos, it was really cringy. It's really like, why is she doing that online? Like, it's so weird. And it wasn't even her voice. Like, she didn't talk that way, but I never said anything. Like, why would I? Like, if people wanted to buy into that and they wanted to follow her and, feel like that was who she was, who cared? I didn't care. I didn't care if people believe that. I don't know. I only cared when she started hurting the family, and that's when I said something. But it's just delusion. It's pure delusion, y'all. But I don't know. I'm gonna tell hey, when my hummingbird feeders are empty, my hummingbirds let me know. They come to my door and just fly by my glass in my door. They'll sit there and flutter by the door like, "Hey, bitch, I ain't got no food. Like, why is my thing empty?" Yeah, he's got a lot of places he's going that he hasn't been before. So Billy sent my youngest son the schedule yesterday, and we were looking at it. Um, yeah, he's got a lot of places he hasn't been before. So um, yeah, my feeders are empty right now. I got to fill them up. It looks like it's fixing to rain again. I just can't. This rain is going to be all week long. I love the hummingbirds. Oh my gosh, y'all. And it's funny because you get more and more every year. I guess it's from them having babies, so more and more pop in. Um, but I absolutely love them. Like, I don't know, y'all. I get peace from animals. If I've had a bad day, I can go outside with the goats and just sit there and feed them treats, and it instantly calms me down. Or I can come and sit on my porch and fill the hummingbird feeders up and watch hummingbirds, and it's just instant relaxation. It takes you away from the the stress of the day just to watch them and just see that it's so pretty, it's just beautiful, and I think that's why I always have animals, that's how my chickens were for me, and that's why I had such a hard time when the dogs killed them because chickens are my connection with my dad, and, I can't have them here, and that really bothers me, it's really hard for me not to have any, and until I can move and have more, it's like I'm just not really happy about that whole thing of being here. I don't wanna be here, um so hopefully, I can get moved soon and I can take my little, chicken hut that my husband built me, my little chicken building, with me and get some more chickens, and I used to sit out there and my chickens were such big pets, and I had about 200 of them, and, 200 chickens, turkeys, I had ducks, I loved my ducks, they were so funny. I had guineas, and my guineas were my alarms. If anybody came in my yard, the guineas would go nuts and make this horrible sound that nobody likes, but I absolutely loved it. And I would know if anybody was in the yard or if an animal was in the yard or if a hawk was nearby. The guineas would go absolutely nuts. And his dogs just completely wiped me out of all of that. We cried and my kids cried, and all of my birds were pets. Like you could go outside and just pick any of them up, they would all run up to you. I had one that would just rub against your leg like a cat. Like, we had this rooster, and he would literally rub against your leg like a cat and wait for you to pick him up, and he was one of the last ones I had, and I really did everything I could to keep him from getting killed, and, we built a cage that we thought was, like, ironclad, and, they completely demolished that cage, because these dogs are, like, 120-pound dogs, and, they demolished my stuff, like, literally, it was like there was nothing left. I had a lot. I had some rare breeds too. I had some AM Samanis that I paid quite a bit of money for. Um, and I had a bunch of colored egg layers, and then I had just regular chickens. I don't know. I really miss that because the chicken, I love my goats and I absolutely adore my dogs and cats. And my chickens, though, were my, what do you call them? My, what do you call it when you have an animal and it's your, they, what do you call them? Uh, when people get the license for them, that's what my chickens were. I had silkies. I absolutely love silkies. I had some that I got from a lady down the road, very sweet lady, and she's like, "Whenever you get to where you can have them again, let me know because I'm definitely gonna hook you up," because I gave her some of mine, because I didn't want them to get killed. So they, yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to get off here and get this food in before it's all gets warm on me. But I love you guys. Y'all have a great day, and I'll try to get back on emotional support animal. That's what I was trying to think of. I had 200 emotional support animals. That's exactly what I was trying to think of. But I had 200 of those literally because I could go out there. I could be having the absolute worst day because I've had some really bad days where my daddy weighed heavy on my heart, and I could go out there and sit with the chickens and I would be okay because I would just feel like he was there with me. But you guys have a wonderful day, and I love you guys, and I'll try to get back on here later. Have a great day. Bye.